Good morning. I'm going to call this meeting to order of the Elections and Rules Committee. My name is Jacob Fry. I'm the chair of the committee, and I am joined by a quorum here of council members, including council members Palmisano, Goodman, Warsami, Quincy, Yang, Johnson, Bender, and Reich. Let the record reflect we have a quorum. There's one item on the agenda for today, which is the professional services agreement with Minneapolis Public Schools for election administration and related support services. And with us here today is Mr. Carl, who will be giving us the full rundown. Mr. Carl.
Between the City of Minneapolis and the Minneapolis Public Schools District, wherein our Elections and Voter Services Division provides election-related services for the school district allowed under state law. The agreement covers a 4-year period that runs January 1st, 2016 through December 31st, 2019 at a total cost of $374,637 payable in annual installments on or before June 30th each year. This amount reflects a slight decrease when compared to the current term, equaling about 11% or approximately $40,000 total, less than what we were billing for the prior 4-year term running between 2012 and 2015. That reduction in costs reflects actual expenditures that were incurred by the city for its school-related election services over the past 4-year term. Agreements like this are dictated by regulations that are set by the Secretary of State and are based on actual expenses charged back to the district. So essentially, the terms of the agreement going forward for 2016 to 2019 can be considered repayment to the city for costs that we incurred for the school in 2012 through 2015. Those costs are calculated both on the number of election events that we conduct as well as the ballot inches that are consumed. I want to reiterate that this agreement reflects a strong partnership between the city and the school district, which serves the interests of our voters and also of the families that are served by our schools. I'd also like to note that we benefit significantly from this partnership because we are able to use school facilities as polling places that serve all of our voters in elections each year. And because they are part of the heart of each of our neighborhoods, these schools make excellent polling places. It's one of the main reasons that President Obama's Commission on Election Administration recently gave strong encouragement for national greater use of public school facilities as polling places. And we have been working with the school district to determine how we can better maximize that partnership in service to our voters, both in next year's presidential election and future years. And with that, Mr. Chair, I'm happy to respond to questions the committee may have about the contract.
Thank you, Mr. Carl. Do we have any questions by the other council members? Well, Mr. Carl, I just want to say one thank you to both you and your entire team, including Grace, for all of your work. Also want to say thank you to the Minneapolis Public Schools. There's been a wonderful symbiotic relationship that we've developed along with them in tackling Obama's recommendations, which of course is to include schools as major polling locations. It's just for my colleagues, we've done a lot of research in determining that schools, specifically community-based public schools, are wonderful polling locations, giving the centrality oftentimes in the precinct or in a neighborhood. 1, 2, they have excellent parking. And 3, everybody knows where they are. So they're great locations. We want to make sure that we utilize them as much as possible. I really appreciate your work. And if there are no questions, and I'm seeing none, I also like to say that we have both council members, Glidden and Gordon, that have recently joined us. With that, I would move to authorize the professional services agreement with the special school district for professional election administration and related support services for the period of January 1st, 2016 through December 31st, 2019. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. That item passes.
Thank you.
And seeing that we have no further items on the docket, we are adjourned.